Yeah, it just helps me stay close and just finish down the mound. I think it helps my stuff kind of break later too. Kind of gets the hitters off balance.
And does it help with your command at all?
I think so. Yeah, Coach Eske's helped me with that, and I think it's taking good steps.
When you say going down the mound, what does that mean exactly?
Like kind of just moving down the mound, just getting my arm up on time and kind of just finishing late down the mound.
To have a long kind of outing like that, relief outing, where you're pretty dialed in and controlled most of the way, just how did that feel like it was kind of going out there, and just how did your kind of pitches feel today?
Felt good. I mean, I'm built up to kind of go do that. So health-wise, felt normal. Everything. It just felt good to kind of get rolling like that. Felt really good.
Yeah, I mean, pitching twice in a weekend, you threw 18 on Friday and 58 or 60 today. Just going twice in the same weekend, did that feel okay? I guess with you physically.
Yeah, felt fine. I think our trainers do a really good job of taking care of us and just kind of staying on hydration and stuff like that.
Is the eye fully healed?
Fully healed, yeah. Yeah, way better.
Chase, I know it's not the result you guys wanted, but taking 2 or 3 in Arkansas, how big is that for, postseason aspirations, all that stuff, just to win this series?
Yeah, I think that's huge. Cade Anderson, Anthony Anderson, they did a great job coming out those first 2 games. I thought Kaysen looked great today, too. We just couldn't pull that last game together, but I think taking those first 2 games was huge for us and, kind of just helps build more confidence coming down the home stretch.
Yeah, I was going to say the confidence part of that. That's, after having this winning series last weekend, having that kind of moving forward, that this is a big confidence-building series, right?
Definitely, yeah. A lot of confidence going into South Carolina now, and, hopefully we can go, take care of the job there.
It seems like in the last few years, like LSU's pitching staff has progressively gotten better and at its best towards the end of the regular season into the postseason. Do you feel like you guys are getting to that point where you're playing at your best?
Definitely. I think it's just like getting reps in, especially for the younger guys. And I would say myself, coming off TJ, just going out there, getting reps, getting more innings is going to help us down the home stretch. And just kind of, getting that in-game experience, it's really going to matter come postseason.
Coach talked about the advantage for y'all is that y'all are a team that can still grow, that y'all still have that leverage to grow. What does it look like between this final week and then going to the tournament playing so far?
I think it just comes down to just doing our job. Everybody on the team just doing their job, owning their role. Like he said, we've been winning important ball games, but we haven't been playing our best. So I'm kind of excited to see how it goes when we do start playing our best and kind of start clicking more.
Did you feel like last night was one of the best games of the season?
Definitely, yeah. If anytime you can run Rural Arkansas, I think that's a pretty good game.
Jacob Myers and Cooper Williams had a pretty good day today. What have you seen from them the last month or so?
Nothing but hard work and perseverance. Those guys are great human beings too, and I thought they deserved everything they got today.
You guys honored 5 seniors today. Talk about that group and how special it is to share a locker room.
Definitely. I mean, starting with Luis, he's a great catcher, better person too. He's always kind of setting the tempo behind the plate. Josh Pearson, he's the only guy that's been here for 4 years, so just having him as a leader and a friend, it's been great having him around. Dalton Beck, he's been huge too, coming in the clutch against Tennessee like that. I think he's gonna do even more come postseason. Braswell, you can't forget about Braswell. No, he's been great. He was our shortstop last year, so him taking on that third base role has been huge too. He puts his head down, he works every day, so he's been great as well.
Chase, you mentioned you had TJ last year. Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, moving from the rotation to bullpen, has the routine changed any way since?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously you don't get as much time to warm up, but I think just kind of keeping my mental straight and like always being locked in has kind of helped me just to be ready when my name gets called.
Why was the staff over the course of these 3 days? It seemed like you guys were better when you guys were in stressful situations. Why was that, you think?
I mean, we've been winning close ball games, the whole season. So I think just kind of going out there and doing that at the beginning of the season just kind of help us, for when the time comes against Arkansas or like big names like that.
Yeah, there was a couple times in the series where bases loaded, no outs or 1 out, and you guys limited the damage. I guess what does Nate talk with you guys about in those situations, or get you ready for those situations to limit damage?
Just being in control of yourself. The jitters, stuff like that. It's always going to come in high pressure situations. But as long as you can, step back, take a deep breath, I think you're gonna do a good job.
When Maverick Rizzi's at his best, what is he doing?
Throwing strikes. I mean, that's the most important thing as a pitcher, throwing strikes, and just his presence too. I mean, he's a tall guy. He throws hard, so just going out there and just owning the mound.
Are you taller?
He's actually taller. He's got me by like an inch. Yeah. An inch and 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
5 pounds. Yeah.
Do you feel totally recovered from your, do you feel like, are you physically where you want to be, or do you think next season I'm going to be?
No, I'm recovered right now. Yeah, I mean, I did all the PT and everything like that, so yeah, I'm 100%.